buy into the diva thing. I don't like that. She said, Ronda Rousey, marry me, you complete badass. So, I'd like to see that.
Cyborg said that?
Yeah.
No, Paige.
Oh, Paige.
Paige from WWE said that.
Oh, my God.
But
Yummy.
when they asked Rousey who she'd like to fight next, Cyborg's name didn't come up at all.
Oh.
No,
Cyborg Santos.
she don't want her.
No, she'll fight. She'll destroy Cyborg.
You think so?
I think she destroys
Cyborg's
Cyborg.
a
But
man.
She doesn't like Cyborg because she tested positive for steroids.
That's why
she
I
wants her
think
to
so.
prove that she's not on steroids by cutting 10 pounds of muscle and coming down to 135. That's why she's
man.
staunch on that. You think Ronda Rousey's afraid of anybody?
I think
this
she's-
girl's beating everybody
I
in
think
15, 16 seconds.
Cyborg would beat her down with her dick.
No, she wouldn't. If she got close, even close to Ronda, she'd grab onto her, throw her down, and submit her in seconds.
Oh, man.
How about Ronda versus China?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Now that's talk about a beat down with your dick.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I got a
man.
clit.
Yeah. Big
You're
one.
saying, no, I quit. I quit. Anyways, so Holly Holmes won in the co-main event over Raquel Pennington. Got the split decision there. Jake Ellenberger made Josh Koscheck foam at the mouth by choking him to the point where Josh Koscheck literally was foaming at the mouth.
It was Alka-Seltzer.
And you could tell he did not want to tap, but he had to. His eyes were bugging out. He was foaming,
But he had rabies.
Okay, I tap.
Yeah, how did he foam at the mouth? I mean,
I'll try to find a picture. It was gnarly.
oh, my God.
It was nasty
Let's try and
stuff.
twat that out.
Yeah, I'll twat that out.
All right.
I'll also see if I can twat out the nice armbar that Rousey had on. It's a weird position, not the usual position, but it was beautiful nonetheless.
Nice.
Also on that card, Alan Juban won in the first round, 219 over Richard Walsh. Tony El Kukui Ferguson, one of my favorite nicknames. I love that El Kukui. It just sounds cool. He's from Oxnard, so
Oh, hey.
represent.
Oh, El Ghetto.
Yeah, El Ghetto.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, Daniel.
El Ghetto.
You're from the good part. It's
That's
okay.
right.
He defeated Glycer Tebow round 1, 237 there. Submission, rear naked choke. He put him down with a punch and then went for choke after that. He was smart. He didn't try to punch himself out. He went right for the choke there. And then Juan Carnero in another gnarly submission there. Tapped out Mark Munoz with a rear naked choke. Mark Munoz actually went to sleep. And
Nice.
the ref didn't check on him for
Whoops.
seriously 5 to 10 seconds. He was out.
He wasn't going anywhere.
He could have died though.
Yeah.
It was pretty egregious. I don't know.
Holmes, not bad looking.
No, she's a pretty good looking girl.
I'd jizz on her rib tabs.
Yeah. She's jizzable.
Yeah, totally.
Very much so.
Dropping loads.
So Ronda Rousey next. She either wants Holly Holm or Betche Correa, who
I'd take Holly Holm.
nobody knows who that chick is, but she is undefeated, and Ronda Rousey wants to
Is she hot?
make that goose egg a one.
give her-
No, not really.
I'll give her a goose egg.
So that's probably what's on tap next, unless Cyborg comes over. But I think that's more of the end of the year when Cyborg's trying to ease off the steroids and get down to 135. So we'll go there. 1.2 million Google searches for Ronda Rousey over the weekend, which is crazy if you know MMA.
That was me.
I
wasn't done.
I was a
Yeah.
good
It's
percentage.
that picture's not good enough. What about that one?
I wasn't done.
1.2 million.
I had to finish.
You just kept hitting search over and over.
Because I look at enough
You don't
pictures,
forget
it
that
looks
there's
like
more than one page. You just kept hitting
I
search.
look at enough pictures, it looks like she's moving.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You too, huh?
And then for a pay-per-view is the number one sports programming on Saturday night, according to Nielsen. which is
Against
kinda crazy.
what?
I don't know. It is
The Lakers?
There is no football, so yeah, the Lakers on their winning streak. That's what people are tuning out because they're winning. No,
Okay.
I don't want to see this.
I guess the Lakers are on Sunday. My bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, on God's day. Is that right?
God's
Domingo, as you would say.
See.
Also making an appearance at UFC 184.
Oh, we're still talking about 184? I mean,
Well,
Yes.
it's moving on, but connected to UFC 184. Sitting second row behind
Do
Dana
you want
White.
to talk about this in our next segment?
We spotted. Yeah. Well, do you want me
No,
to?
go ahead.
No. I
You
can.
ruined it.
I'll save it.
Either way.
No, we'll save it.
Okay.
I'm teasing it.
That's a good hook.
Some guy
What
was
a
hanging
tease.
out behind
Oh,
Dana
we'll reveal
White.
that in our
Some
next
guy.
segment.
You'll hear it on the
Cream
next
of some
segment.
young guy.
That's right. Moving on then. Dana White got punked over the weekend. There was a press conference for
This was good.
John Jones and Anthony Johnson, who are fighting next. If we all remember, John Jones got into a brawl with Daniel Cormier last fall, I think last September.
Yes.
Dana White wasn't there. It was some tiny guy that was mediating it.
George Costanza.
So, and it was all hell. It was a crazy brawl. It definitely wasn't the type that looked staged. Anyways, so over the past weekend, John Jones and Anthony Johnson. John Jones once again involved in this. They go. Same thing. John Jones headbutts Anthony Johnson. He shoves him away.
There's a line
and
of
Dana
coke.
White gets in between, what the fuck are you guys doing? Then they start busting up laughing because they set it up.
Then they all shared
They
some
made
coke.
Dana White think that
That's
they were
right.
about to brawl.
Yeah, 8 balls for all.
Yeah, and they were hugging, which I didn't want to see. I don't want them to be happy with each
God.
other.
Yeah.
I want to see black on black crime.
I know.
Wow. Wow.
That's so NBA.
Yeah. Yeah, where's the thug?
Yeah.
Where's Matt Barnes when you need him? Jesus.
I'm not a racist.
That's right.
Don't know if I believe that.
Oh.
So, Dana White, it was hilarious. I'll try to find that and I'll post that sometime this week.
It's already
as well.
set to go up tomorrow morning on the old twat box
Greg's
at the
on.
charity strict no E.
Greg's on it.
That's right.
And then finally, in the fighting news, Anderson Silva, for a month now, has been denying he took steroids, even though he's failed 3 tests.
Oh, God.
2 pre-fight, 1 post-fight. Not only steroids, but anxiety pills as well.
It's test me now. Test me now.
He is reportedly going to come clean and say that he took them for his recovery of his injury.
But come clean, you mean this would be the first jizz without steroids in it?
Not that his test will be clean,
Oh,
but that he will say he did test dirty
I see
and
what you're
admit
saying.
it. Like we all knew. Thank you, Anderson
Yeah,
Silva.
no shock here.
He came back really quick. I mean,
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Not as quick as George, though. Paul George, same injury,
Ooh,
technically.
maybe he's on
Snapped the
roids.
shin in half.
He's on
That's
some
why I said he
roids.
probably took the Anderson Silva
Paul
route to
George
come back.
isn't at risk of getting a fucking ankle lock.
Yeah,
though.
he's not going to use it to
Yeah.
kick against the basketball or
right. I hope
or
not.
basketball
That'd be weird.
base or
Yeah.
anything like that. So let's just hope he doesn't fly under the basket again and snap his leg.
That was rough.
It was.
That was so hard to watch.
That video was
Oh.
hard to watch.
Reminds me of
Livingston.
no.
Oh my God, Sid Vicious.
No, no.
Break. Oh,
Bucks Bargnani.
Bargnani.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you mean Andrew
Bogut.
Bogut? Andrew
Thank you.
Bogut.
I was like, it's a B name. God damn it.
Yeah, that was
Bogut.
nasty.
Yeah, that was a rough one to
and
watch.
that was the Sid Vicious type of. That was
Yeah.
the ankle.
yeah.
Yuck.
I am Sid Vicious, and that was the fighting news.
Sounded a lot like your really
My
bad Triple
Triple
H.
H.
All right, let's get into the road to
WrestleMania.
It's my turn.
Sorry.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
No chance, so that's what you got. Up against a machine too strong. Pretty politicians buying souls for run song puppets.
Manny, the chat room recognized that you, Trigger Mike, cut me off. And she's right for that.
I did that on
You're fired.
I totally did on purpose. So.
Kiss my ass.
So the road to
You know why? Welcome to Monday Night.
Oh, that's weird. Your microphone cut out.
Get the fuck out.
That's so weird. So the road to WrestleMania, Mike alluded to it. Tell us.
The tease behind Dana White at UFC 184,
Whoa.
the WWE Heavyweight Champion of the World, Brock
the one.
Lesnar,
The one in 21.
was at UFC 184.
Yes.
Now the question
Wow.
begs the question, as they say.
Please,
Is he going to go back to the UFC?
Well, this is what gets interesting because him and Vince were fighting last week at Raw
Yeah,
before
he
Raw
walked
went
on
on the
Raw.
air, and he walked the fuck out.
And it wasn't for any creative control or creative reasons.
Oh, wow.
It was all business.
It was all a business decision, but he wasn't on Raw like he was supposed to be last week.
So it comes down to one of two things.
Yeah.
Either A, he's going back to fighting, and that means Reigns is going to win, and then Seth Rollins is going to cash in that briefcase.
Can you say it like a normal person? Or can you start drinking again?
I understand you better when you're drinking.
Yeah,
Sorry, that
So
word.
that either means that Reigns is going to win the title, and then Rollins hopefully cashes in the briefcase at the end of the night and becomes the champ, as we all want.
Hopefully.
Or B, Brock Lesnar is trying to leverage more money out of the WWE by showing at
It's a good chance of
showing
that,
up at
yeah.
UFC. But the real question is, can they afford him? Because now they've moved to the network
Right.
infrastructure instead of a pay-per-view infrastructure. And
Tricker-jer.
so they're not making more money on the back end. They're making more money monthly.
Unlike
and-
you, you're more money in the back end.
That's right. And always in the back end.
That's right.
So they're more month to month. They don't need him there if they're going to make a steady income. They don't. If Brock Lesnar's not drawing because they don't have the numbers to prove it, they really don't need him
Well, he's
for
not,
$3 million for a full year.
not only is Brock Lesnar not there enough, Paul Heyman's not there enough.
No.
Paul Heyman should be on every week.
Yes.
That's right.
I mean, not just because he's Paul Heyman and he's fucking amazing. He's the best manager in the business. But you want your champion represented. And if your champion can't be there, how about his advocate, Paul Heyman?
Is there. Right.
I agree with that.
Yeah, he's the 1 in 21 and 1, and Paul Heyman, the man behind the 1 in 21.
That's
and
right.
1. I don't get it. I don't get it. It'll be interesting to see what happens. They're already going into like Plan B mode. They're coming up with other ways if Brock Lesnar does not show up to WrestleMania.
Oh, wow.
Vince did say he thinks he'll show, and that if he doesn't, he'll sue him.
Brock will
Breach
show.
of contract. I'm sure he'll show.
He's all business.
It's just one last appearance. Just show and get out of there if you don't
Right.
want to be there.
I think he has 3 appearances left that he has to make. One before WrestleMania, which I think is the week before
Okay.
the build-up, at WrestleMania, and the night after WrestleMania.
Which
Is
is
his
technically
last
when his
night.
contract
Yeah,
expires.
it's the last night.
Because he signed the night after WrestleMania. So
I think, he probably fits more with UFC where you actually have to show up to get your money.
Yeah.
Where now it's like,
it's true.
give him the money up front. I'm going to do what I want.
But then again, if he
That's
can,
how I imagine he talks.
if he can get $3 million to do a handful of shows every year,
Hand job show.
and you don't get embarrassed by being beat by someone on national television, other than a fake beating,
Right.
then why not just stick in WWE? But he's probably going to have to take less money, and that's probably what they fought about.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't want to take less money.
Well,
Fuck you.
Assuming we don't know the answer of his contract signing going into WrestleMania, assuming the internet doesn't leak it, we will know WrestleMania depending on how badly Roman Reigns beats him.
Yeah.
If it's a total job squash, then we all know Brock Lesnar's gone.
I doubt that'll happen. I don't think he would allow that to happen.
I don't know if he has that kind of control.
You kind of do. When you're out there, you can kind of change
I mean,
plans.
physically, yes.
He's
He
gonna-
has that kind of
he's-
control. 'cause
he's gonna be-
Reigns
Ring
is
the
a bitch.
bell. Ring the bell.
He's going to be the one carrying the match because we know that Roman Reigns can't. So
Brett screwed Brett.
I don't see Brock getting himself into a sharpshooter.
Yeah, well, because Reigns can put on a sharpshooter.
Right.
He would know how.
Nobody knows how.
Especially not Roman Reigns.
Right. Remember the Rocks were terrible too. That look on his face like,
It's a look of I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
What sold it. I was like, oh, he really knows how to do that.
he had one arm holding onto it. Yeah. Brett's doing 2, looking all cool doing it.
Oh, good Lord. So
Sorry.
with that out of the way, I thought I'd quickly go down the current WrestleMania card, and then we'll move on to football. So far, we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. They haven't decided that's a bad idea yet.
Cesaro's not in there. It sucks.
Not yet, at least. He should win.
He's
2
not
years in a
going to.
row.
I think they're going to go
Well, he's
defending the
I
title.
say he's a tag champ, so I'm sure he'll be in a tag team match. Though knowing WWE, since it's Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, it'll probably be before the show actually starts. So far in the Battle Royal, you've got The Miz, Ryback, Curtis Axel, Fandango, Zack Ryder, and Adam Rose. Here's the interesting thing: The Miz is in it. Damien Sandow is not. I thought they'd have the big payoff of Miz versus Sandow at
Right.
WrestleMania.
Maybe they're going to have it in that then at the end of that, which will be stupid. But is that the payoff for Mizdow? Is that he wins the Battle Royal?
Well, he's not. He's
He
not
gets
listed.
a big old trophy.
He's not listed as an
because
official
Mi-
participant
Maybe it's
yet.
because Miz won't let him.
He'll be a
enlisted.
last-minute
He's a
entrant.
personal assistant at this point.
I mean, but here's the thing: I wouldn't want to put him in because at this
Kayfabe,
point,
kayfabe.
yeah, because at this point, of the people listed, I think Ryback needs the win.
Yeah, I mean they positioned him as the man right now.
He went from being I'm on Team Cena and I'm
Right.
main eventing to now I'm in the jabroni battle royal at WrestleMania, just trying to make a paycheck.
Yeah.
He needs the win of the people listed.
So I wonder what. There's got to be another special match to be made then if Ryback
Well, the
doesn't
card's
have
not
a singles
yeah,
match.
Card's not complete. I'm sure it'll get better.
Doesn't
But
get much bigger than WrestleMania, though.
I know.
Like, what are
Poor-
they waiting
poor
for?
guy.
yeah, we'll be
Sometime-
swatting pictures as we're live.
Sometimes the next night after WrestleMania tells more than WrestleMania because that's
A
when
lot
they
of
kind of
times.
reset all storylines and,
That's true.
and go with new things. So
Yeah.
Ryback might start a program at that point.
Maybe so, hopefully. Triple H versus Sting, we know, is a lock. The Intercontinental Championship ladder match, this might be good. So far, we got Bad News Bear and R-Truth, and it says, plus more to be announced. My guess is that'll be Dean Ambrose.
Right, because they're not gonna have R-Truth as the only guy going for the Intercontinental title.
They could have just had Dean Ambrose and Bad News, and I've been okay with that.
Yeah.
R-Truth is good, but where did he come from out of nowhere?
What's up?
What's up? So.
I know they give him a win. All of a sudden, he's in the title.
One
Why are they
fucking
having
win.
him beat Bad News Barrett in the first place? Bad News Barrett's way better.
Why isn't he a part of New Day?
Right.
New
right.
Day? Have you been watching?
What's up, New Day?
I know who R-Truth is, though.
Do you know who New Day is?
Yeah, I've heard enough about them.
It's the fluffy nation of domination.
Yeah.
It's